So let's go ahead and start our testing here so we can understand if our pipeline is functional. So I'm going to click on Go to Pipeline on the right because that'll take us to this view, right? So this view here is what we want. This is how I'm going to track. So I'm going to add a job. I'm going to look for Katie, and hopefully things happen exactly how I want them to. So let's see, I want this template because I want it filled out this way. And if I take a look at my job, everything's filled out correctly. The roles here says reviewer, but I want this to be the preparer. So whoever is the preparer needs to be taking care of this job. That's only really the only thing they need to worry about when you create a job. Who is this job going to belong to? Then choose a team member or choose one of your roles, right? In this case, I'm just going to choose my name for the sake of it, right? I'm going to hit add. And I get this first pop-up that says these are the actions that are going to happen on stage 1. Do you want them to happen? And I'm going to click on move. All right. So the job opens up here, but I don't see anything on the right. There's nothing pending. Like, what did I do wrong? Right? Why isn't there like a engagement letter pending to be signed here? Well, those are one of the bottlenecks that you might, come across. So you have to be logical here and say, well, something didn't happen. I had actions there, but something didn't happen. Let me close this out and see what happened. So I'm going to click on these three, the lightning bulb. So it says engagement letter needs to be sent, and then another engagement letter needs to be sent. What happened, right? I'm going to close this and hit edit. And I'm going to look at my actions here. All right, so why didn't the engagement letter send? Well, let's see here. This engagement letter, is it going to everybody or is it going to a specific group? In this case, we have a specific group that I said this engagement letter needs to go to everybody that has the tag new client. And this second engagement letter only needs to be sent out if they are a returning client. And my last action is sending an email. So what can I understand from this? I probably did not tag my account new client or returning client. So let's see if that's true. If I go back to this view and I click on the job, this is where I can immediately see the tags. So I don't have a new client or returning client tag. So how can I correct that? I am going to tag the account correctly and I'm going to hit save and exit. Now, because I did that, it doesn't mean that it's automatically going to send that engagement letter. Unfortunately, it's already sitting here. That action did not happen. So I'm going to manually send it out. I'm just going to click on new. I'm going to click on proposal. And I'm going to choose the template that I need to send out. And this is the template that should have gone out. And I'm just going to hit submit. All right. So if I go back here, okay, I'm going to open this back up. You'll see this little window here. You can always close it. It just sends you to the help center if you need to. All right. So now that I already linked it, the way I linked it is by creating it from here. You can always send an engagement letter through this new button up here, but it's not going to be linked to my job. if I open my job card and I create anything from this new button, it's going to be automatically linked here. So here we go. It didn't send initially. We caught why, and now I manually integrated it, right? Because if not, I would have to probably delete the job and start all over, which I will demo just so you can see. I'm going to check mark this guy here. I'm going to delete it because it was a mistake. Otherwise, you want to hit archive. Right now, I'll delete it. So I manually sent it, but now I want to show you, another way. So if I add a job, I'm going to start all over again because I absolutely did the wrong thing earlier. All right, and I'm going to choose this template here, and I'm going to make sure I am the one that gets signed. All right, I'm going to add. So I know that my client received this email because I don't have any tags around this, so I'm not going to send them a double email. So I'm going to uncheck this, and I'm going to hit move. Now it does have automatically that engagement letter that needs to be sent out, right? So now what we're going to do is wait for that signature to come through. So Katie, I know you have access to that on your end. So let me know when you have signed that engagement letter, and hopefully it will move to the next stage. So while she's signing that, I just want to remind everybody, if you have conditions on stage 1, make sure that your clients, before you add them to a pipeline, before you create a job for them, make sure that the tag is correct, right? So that they receive what they need to receive.
All signed.
All right, so since she signed, I'm just going to do a quick refresh here, and it moved successfully to the next stage. So yes, I am good to go. My testing so far for the first stage is good. Let's see what's going on in the second stage. So it looks like the proposal was signed beautifully. I see here it was signed, so that's how I know that that's done. Now an organizer is pending, so we got to wait for that organizer from the client. And I also sent a chat message. This chat message, it's just a message. It doesn't require an action, but your client may reply to it. They may not. If I open it up, this template that I chose, it's just giving like a brief introduction. Hey, we sent you an organizer. Let us know if you have any questions, right? You don't have to send that out, but it's a nice, communication to send out. Remember, any action that you send out will notify the client. So they will get an email that says, hey, you have an organizer to fill out. Please log into the portal. And then they'll get another email that says, hey, you have a chat message. Please log into the portal so that you can view that message, right? So just consider that if you feel that that kind of notification is good, or if you're overwhelming the client, you might not want to send a chat. This is completely up to you. You know your client base, so you can determine if you want to kind of, I don't want to say bombard your client, but we don't want to bombard our clients. And sometimes we do if it's an urgent matter. So it's up to you how you want to communicate with your client. All right, so you let me know, Katie, when you have filled out this organizer, and I will gladly
It
refresh
is
this.
completed.
Oh, beautiful. All right, so beautifully moved to the next stage. If I open the job card, okay, I'll see what was completed in green. That's a nice visual, right? Any task that needs to be completed, here it is. So 1040, prepare. Um, I said that the preparer should be the one, but it might be that when I open Katie's account, I might not have anybody under the preparer section. So let's see. And that's actually correct. So since I don't have anybody in the prepare section, it is an unassigned tasks. So this is another, kind of fork in the road that you might encounter, like, hey, why wasn't this issued to my team member? Well, that probably their name wasn't on here. So you want to make sure that your team members are the ones correctly set up on here. if you are using roles. If you're not using roles, then you want to edit this template and say that it belongs to whoever the job assignee is, right? So in this case, I'm just going to select myself so that I know that this is assigned to me. And if I click on the task, I can scroll down and look at my checklist. Like, what do I need to do here? Well, I need to upload the information, right? I need to figure out if they're missing any information, and I need to complete this tasks. So at the
Can you
end of
show the
this,
form that I signed in the completed
oh yeah,
organizer?
yeah, that's the first thing. So my first task is to make sure that the information is complete, right? So I can, let's see, I can open up the organizer by clicking on it. It's going to open up a new tab. And by the way, you'll have a lot of tabs open for TaxDome. You can have many, many tabs. It's not going to create any issues for you. Um, so if I want to review the answers that were provided, first of all, you can see that any new uploads will be available in Docs if they uploaded documents. If you want to look at the answers, then it's going to look something like this. And you have these toggles here that says show hidden questions, show unanswered questions, and show pending for review, right? This is a really short organizer, and this was correctly filled out by my client. So we have these check marks that are just helpful to you to know that you have reviewed them, right? And uploaded documents will be visible on here as well. All right, so the sync to CRM, some of these questions were answered. They might be different from what I have on the system. I'm just going to make sure I synchronize them correctly. And I'll do account name here, and I'll do address.